Well, the appeal will be up to the parents of the students who brought the suit. However, the Dallas Civil Liberties Union will support an appeal if the parents decide to do so. We feel that an appeal is very important in this case because the decision, if allowed to stand, means that school authorities can use any imagined possibility of disruption as the basis for very rigid control of students' expression of ideas, association with others, and the various other freedoms that are very precious under the U.S. Constitution. We feel that an appeal is necessary in order to clarify this basic issue.
How will this affect the ones that do not meet your standards?
The ones that do not meet our standards are not, in fact, psychologists anyway, so that it affects nobody like that. The people who claim to be psychologists, who are not properly trained and not qualified to practice as psychologists, will no longer be able to call themselves psychologists, will no longer be able to use the title psychologist or anything like psychological testing or psychological evaluation and that sort of thing.
Dr. Wheeler, what effect has this had on the public that has been receiving service by these people who are not really qualified to practice?
I mean, the poorly trained people? As in any field that affects human welfare, I think that a poorly trained and unqualified person may do serious damage, such as, well, just take examples. Marriages might go on the rocks that when people go to see someone for help in a marital problem. Children maybe have incorrect advice given to their parents about how to rear them, about what kind of schooling to go on, and this sort of thing. Anytime that you seek professional assistance from someone who is not a trained professional, you're running a risk of being damaged, and that's the reason that the Texas Psychological Association has been so strong in its attempt to obtain statutory certification or licensing.
That, my friend, is a KC-97L. The uninitiated, that means tanker. Or, if you're really uninitiated, it boils down to a flying service station. It belongs to the Texas Air National Guard 136th Refueling Wing, based at Hensley Field in Grand Prairie, commanded by General Noel Deger, and presently in Germany. As a matter of fact, as you see this report, that big bird, photographer Jean Lenore, and I will also be in Germany. We're going over for a week or so to report on the activities of Dallas-Fort Worth area residents who spend 2 weeks a year, and frequently more time than that, refueling regular Air Force fighter aircraft in Europe. Not only does the National Guard save the country a bundle of money by saving these big birds from becoming obsolete, they added jet pods to the wing so the old workhorses could keep up with the jets, which they now refuel. But they're also saving another substantial bundle by doing the job on National Guard status instead of taking that many more full-time Air Force personnel for the non-combat refueling missions which are flown over Europe. It's a pretty fascinating story, and we'll report on it when we return. Roger?